went to any team that best entertained the crowd by dancing or their different way of playing during the game. The first World Cup game was also played indoors at the Pontiac Silverdome at Detroit. And also Striker, the World Cup mascot, he best promoted the game before the World Cup happened and started. The top teams and players for the 1994 World Cup were Germany with Jurgen Klinsmann, Colombia with Carlos Valderrama, USA with Tony Meola and Alexi Lalas, Brazil with Jose Bebeto and Romario, Argentina with Diego Maradona, Italy with Roberto Baggio, and Ireland with Paul McGrath, and Mexico with Jorge Campos. Brazil won the 1994 World Cup against Italy, where Romario for Brazil made his shot in the shootout, and Roberto Baggio missed his shot, and Brazil was given the World Cup for 1994. During the World Cup, there was much publicity from hats, shirts, soccer balls, watches, and even computer games. This helped expand the game for the World Cup and give a lot of money to the U.S. to expand the game locally and nationally. Locally here, there was the soccer center that was built after the World Cup came, and this helped promote the games for adults and little kids to start playing indoor and then go on to play spring. Hopefully, because the World Cup was in the U.S., you learned a little bit about the game and learned about the game, and because the World Cup was at the USA. You ever happen to look up in the night sky or even in the day sky and seen a non-moving object just floating in the sky with no sound or anything? Well, this happens about 13 times a year all throughout the world. It happens most likely in just places where usually people are, but just happen to be there, like in their car. This has been happening since almost the pyramid times, when people like say that the pyramids people built runways for the aliens, and they even say that the pyramids were helped built by aliens. There's three ways to describe a UFO. An EFO is an extraordinary flying object. IFO is an identified flying object, which has been identified. AFO is an alien flying object, which is like the most extraordinary one because it actually means that an alien is flying in space or whatever. Crowd formations have seen, and they're not really, haven't been explained by really anyone yet. They've tried to be done by people, but they just can't be done because of the way the crafts are folded down and the way that the shapes are so huge. They mostly happen in Europe, and it ruins thousands of acres of crafts in Europe, and they haven't been explained. I have pictures of some like unidentified flying object. This is in Florida. They're called the Gulf Breeze sightings. This is just shows some people that like happen to see some flying objects, and they happen to get quite a few pictures because it kept coming back to the Gulf Breeze. This is like kind of the Tallahassee region of Florida, and they're really weird because they came back so much, and they're seen so well, and got really good pictures of them. And these people, they're just a couple, and they were really getting scared by this object that kept coming back. This is a really good picture if everyone can see it. It's just like on a road, and I think they're in the car. And the bottom one is the daytime. The daytime, what it looks like in the daytime, and the top picture is what it looks like at night when they got the picture. This really hasn't been explained yet, and the pictures really are like they haven't been proven to be fakes at all. Those are like some of the best pictures the U.S. have ever seen, like that kept coming back and kept getting pictures of them. Also, the aliens haven't been really depicted as really nice people or aliens. They, because of abductions and even people have said, like under hypnosis, that they haven't really been treated well. There's like, the abductions happen, like usually people don't remember them happening until they find like an incision on them, or they just keep having nightmares. There's certain incisions that people get sometimes and they really can't be explained. And but under hypnosis they start remembering, and they get certain pictures of under hypnosis of what the aliens look like. And people have made drawings of what the aliens look like. Notice the eyes are pretty well big and set in. They have really thin necks and usually pretty thin arms, and pretty small hands. And usually they just have a slit for a mouth or not a mouth at all. And I guess most people have said that have gone under hypnosis that they haven't spoke at all. They just like somehow do it with their mind. There have been so many sightings that it really can't be explained. And one person, James McDonald, he's like explained it the best. He said a quote. He's a pretty big UFO person who studies them a lot. He said a quote: "One can be fooled, of course, but it would be rash indeed to suggest that thousands of UFO cases now on record are simply a testimony of confusion."